What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here, and today we're looking at this guy, the KS0 Pro. Yeah, I know, I already did a video on it. Relax, chill out, and calm down. Oh, while you're at it, hit that subscribe button, maybe that thumbs up, and let's go to the moon. Here we do have some special packages from the meter box. So these are little kind of fan grill shroud thingamajiggers. As you can see, it's going to let a lot more airflow in other than the solid plates that's currently on this. So there is one for the front, one for the back. I'm going to be putting this on. We're going to look at the temperatures before I do this, and we're going to look at it after, and we're going to see if our temperatures dropped. On top of that, we're also going to see if we lose a little bit of power. As you can see, I'm not running a fan on top of any of my little KS0s or KS0 Pros anymore. I found that it's not doing anything for the hash rate for me, so I don't even run them. Now, if you start overclocking and stuff, you're going to want a little extra cooling in there, but remember, as you add fans, that costs more. As you buy Kaspa overclocking firmware, that costs more. As you use more power, that costs more. It's all about costs here. So right now, we're kind of looking at the power, and it looks like 142 watts. So we're going to see if we lose any power at the wall, depending if this does run a little bit cooler or not. It comes with some nice stickers here. One says Ice River, and one has a KS0/KS0 Pro as well. These are actually stickers. I don't have those there, but that came from the meter box as well. And if you're unfamiliar with the meter box, obviously they make meter boxes. That is these guys right here. As you can see on the side, the meter box. So these are the nice little watt meters that a lot of people do use. That way you can get away with cheaper non-metered PDUs and know how much power you are drawing. Now there's also a giveaway with Ice River themselves right here, where you could win yourselves a KS0, a KS01, or possibly a KS02. Is that in there? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's in there. If not, you know I lied to you. But check that link in the description to the Gleam address and get yourself entered into that giveaway ASAP. You're not going to want to miss that, because who doesn't want free Kaspa ASICs? All right, so coming into the workstation here, yes, I did not lie to you guys. It is a KS0 Pro, a KS1, as well as a KS2 is up for giving away. So get ordered up here, join up to this Gleam address here. Then all you got to do is, simply visit the Ice River store, which I also got a link down in the description and a discount code to Ice River themselves, but I think everything might be sold out currently. Obviously, follow everyone on Twitter. Visit the meter box store. You also get extra entries for purchasing a meter box, which I just showed you earlier. Looks like the meter box IoT here. We got follow them on Twitter, join the Discord, join the follow on Twitter again, refer friends for extra entries, and claim loyalty bonus. So whole bunch of stuff going on. Get as many entries as you can, and hopefully one of you guys are lucky enough to win one of these prizes. All right, guys, let's get some baselines here. So in the past 5 minutes, it looks like we're at about 228 gigahash. It's only been on for like 16 minutes here because I just moved it over to the 120 volt on where my workstation and my power meters and stuff are, so I can track this. It looks like we got 70 degrees on temp 1 and 48 degrees on temp 2, but we do have this handy dandy fancy Ice River monitor here that it looks like XYYS made, and T-Swift is promoting through his Telegram there. Here we can see temperatures. I have this set on a 5-second interval, and it updates every 5 seconds, and we can see our total top right now is 71, which actually is pretty close to what Ice River was telling us here, and the average is looking at 65. But right now we have a high of 71 and a minimum of 41, and this is just going to kind of move around every time it updates. It doesn't lock here like we see with like HW info and stuff like that, where it just shows your max that you hit all the time. It just shows you each update what that max is. So this will go up and down depending on what your current numbers are every 5 seconds. So right now, baseline numbers 71 degrees and 65, oh, that's average, 71 top and 41 minimum. So let's see if we can get this top down a little bit more, and if we can make this a little more efficient by running those nice little vented sides there. All right, so I do have a screwdriver here, and it fits these holes here. It's a star, also known as a Phillips, depending what you like to call your screwdrivers. The real name is Phillips, I believe. Anyway, regardless, we got to get this panel off here so we can get one of those 3D printed ones on. So I'm simply going to come into here. We're just going to start this one and then zip this guy off like so. Just zip, kind of like that. Let's not fail and lose anything though. We don't want that to happen. Get that one out of here. Let's get into this one now, zipping it through. Oh yeah, look at that. It's almost like an impact. Well, not really, not really. Get into the other side. One more to go after this. Maybe we should do the sounds. Oh wow, good thing that's magnetic. That would have been gone. All right, get into here. All right, I was just making sure it was still on the camera here because, you know, I wasn't really paying attention to that part, but it looks like you can still see, so that's all good. All right, we got that one off. So let's just pull this piece off like so. You know, something like this. Come on, come on. All right, you know, forget that. Let's just go like this. There we go, done. You know, we've got to get rid of this power too. All right, so this one is now off. Oops, kind of sitting on there. Let's get this situated so you can see things. So that's what the inside of this machine does look like. So is this the right one here? Yeah, that looks like, no it doesn't. That's not right. That's wrong. This one, yeah, that looks better. This should fit in like so. Nice, perfect, look at that. And you can see the vent holes. So this will allow more airflow going in and out. Obviously you can opt and put a fan through here, that way it'll blow air through, but yeah, things are looking pretty good. So let's get this put back on. And 3, 2, 1. Ba-bum! Look at that. Awesome, huh? It is on. So I got this side on now. I got to flip it over and put on the other side, but here we can see what it kind of looks like. All the holes are lined up perfectly for this side. So definitely job well done here. All right, let's try this again. 3, 2, 1, and well, what the? Okay, magic is not real, guys. Usually when you do that, you know, you go 3, 2, 1, it's done and it does itself. But it looks like I actually have to do this myself. So I either fail at magic or people on YouTube lie to us all the time. All right, there we go. So I did it myself. It took about 20 seconds to get that off. And if you work in the oil and gas sector in Alberta, you know that that's about 19 seconds too long and you're getting yelled at. But you know what? We took our time a little bit here. The KS0 Pro is slightly different than the KS0s, as you would need this plate here for the KS0s because the Ethernet port is beside the power port right here. But you know, this is the KS0 Pro right here. I did want to point out that they are slightly different, so you have the option to choose different ones if you choose to purchase these for yourself. So now I'm going to plug everything back in and hopefully we get a little bit of reduction in power. We see either at least the same hash rate, but our temperatures should go down a little bit. In theory, let's find out. All right, so it has been about 17 minutes, a little bit longer than previously. You know, I was trying to catch as fast as I can, but, you know, I was busy doing some stuff. Regardless, we're pretty close to the same timeline, and it does look like we gained some hash rate. Now, this is subject to change. Maybe we just got lucky and hit, you know, lower difficulty at the pool, so we were finding more shares. So, you know, this is really isn't really 100% accurate to say we're hashing more. You definitely have to look at it over 24 hours or something, but it does look like temp 1 down here is showing higher than what it was before, so that's weird. Anyway, let's just take a look at the temperature thing here. It does look like, wow, we have a max chip temp now of 77 and an average of 74, but our minimum is 54. So our temperatures actually went up on the minimum and the max side, but we're also getting a little bit extra hash rate if we actually are. So that would make sense. We're probably going to be using a little more power if we're getting higher hash rate and our temps are going up a bit. You know, it'd be interesting if I put the sides back on and see if we lost that little bit of hash and if the temperatures kind of came down a bit too. Maybe they're working a little harder. I have no idea what's going on here, but our temperatures are actually higher now, even though we have holes there for more ventilation. Let's go take a look at the power now. All right, so let's have a look at our power meter here, and yeah, look at that. So we are using a watt or two more power as well. So more hash rate, more power, and it is warmer. So is it a result of this? I don't really know. Let me know what you guys think about this, but I can definitely tell you I am feeling heat blowing out the side. So it's definitely pushing more hot air out the sides instead of being trapped in here and just having to come through the little holes that were here. You know, I am feeling it upwards of here. There's some hot air coming out of there. I'm just going to check the other side right quick here. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling air on both sides. So it is doing something. It's letting air out faster as well. instead of a little bit here, this isn't actually as hot as it usually is. You can't really hold your hand on it for too long without those, but it doesn't seem as hot. So it is working. It is definitely doing some stuff, but you know, it didn't drop the power like I was hoping it would, and we are seeing higher temperatures, which is weird. But now obviously this opens up the door to put a fan here, blow air through the machine and things like that. Now, I know there's other people making other projects out there, like a whole shroud that fits here that comes out to fit a 120 to 240 millimeter type of fan, depending on the fan you want to use. So that's coming as well to blow air, you know, to do this overclocking, especially with the KS0 Pros, because they're getting overclocked so high, they do start to run very, very warm, and you are going to have to do a whole bunch of stupid extra features just to keep your rig running type of thing. So, you know, it's totally up to you if that's something you want to do, depending on power prices, Kaspa hash rates increasing, block rewards dropping. I don't think it's getting to the point where that's worth doing all that anymore. But hey, we never know. Bull run hits, Kaspa hits $1, $2, which would be absolutely insane. Could it hit that? No idea. But, you know, if it does, it would definitely be worth it long term for sure. But right now, guys, this is what it's currently looking like. I do think it is doing something. It's definitely helping with expelling heat, but we are seeing higher temperatures. All right, guys, so that does pretty much wrap up this experiment here. You can get these if you're looking for something like this at themeterbox.com as well. Make sure you sign up for that giveaway. You don't want to sign up for something, have a chance to win a KS0 Pro, KS1, or KS2 and just fail because you didn't sign up. So check that out, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.